welcome back. Today I have Gavin, my husband, joining us again today, and we have our little Pilates pup Pen. She's going to be joining us as well, so you'll see her in and out of the video. She might be helping us today. Today we're going to be doing a feel-good Pilates class. So I've been a little bit poorly over this last week and just felt like I needed a little bit of a gentle Pilates class today. So if you're feeling like me, a little bit under the weather, or you just feel like taking it a little bit slower, this is the perfect class for you. If you are a beginner or new to Pilates, then just follow along with Gavin. He's going to be doing all of the modified variations for us today. And if you're more of an intermediate to advanced, you'll just be following along with me. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start at the edge of our mat. We're just going to have our feet about hip width apart, shoulders rolling down and back. We're just going to lift up onto our toes, and from there just come into a few pedals, warming up the backs of the legs. Sorry everybody, I have to apologize as well. My voice is a little bit croaky today. Still recovering from a dreaded logie. We're just not counting these, just doing a few of them until we feel warmth through the backs of our legs, getting those calf muscles nice and warm. As you do this though, just making sure that those shoulders are rolled down and back and that we're not moving the hips, that we are trying to keep our abs activated. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly just press both heels into the mat. We're going to relax our knees and we roll down chin to chest, vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, hold, and exhale, slow and controlled, rolling all the way back up. Inhale and exhale, chin to chest, rolling down. Inhale, hold, and exhale, slow and controlled, rolling all the way back up. Last one for me, inhale. And exhale, rolling down. Inhale, hold, and exhale, slow and controlled, all the way back up. Just going to turn to face you, just so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to reach our arms up to the ceiling, grab hold of your right wrist, and just with a gentle stretch, reaching up and over to the side, and coming back to center. Same thing over to the left, just a nice reach up and over to the side. And then back to center. Just give those shoulders a nice roll out. And rolling them forward. And just bringing your chin down towards your chest. Just going to rock the chin side to side. Nice. From there, we're going to come all the way down onto our mats, coming to the front of our mats, into a nice seated position. So just making sure that your feet are in line with your knees are in line with your hips. We're going to roll the shoulder blades down and back, sitting up nice and tall, and we're just going to grab behind the thighs, coming into a seated cat stretch. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, rounding through the spine, hollowing out your stomach as much as possible. Gently pulling into the backs of your legs, and then exhale, slow and controlled, to come all the way back to that seated position. And we inhale, rounding through the spine. Exhale, rolling all the way back up to that seated position. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale, rounding through the spine. And exhale, rounding to come all the way back to that seated position. One last time. Inhale, round. And exhale, all the way back up. So we're going to come into our half roll down. So If you're a beginner, you're going to continue to hold onto your thighs for me. If you'd like to follow me, we're going to leave our arms and just reach them forward. So we're going to roll the shoulder blades down and back, bracing those abdominal muscles. We inhale, we tuck the tailbone, we exhale, roll down just past your sit bones this time, hollowing out the stomach as much as possible, making sure that those shoulder blades are nice and opened. Inhale, and we exhale, roll forward as if you're reaching up and over a big barrel, coming all the way back to that seated position. Inhale, tucking your tailbone under, exhale, rolling down just past those sit bones. Inhale, making sure to hollow out your stomach as much as possible, and exhale, rounding through the spine to come all the way back to that seated position. Inhale, tucking the tailbone, exhale, rolling down, making sure those knees stay nice and parallel for me. Inhale, hold, and exhale, rounding to come all the way back up. One last time, inhale and exhale, tucking your tailbone under. We inhale, hold. This time as you exhale, we're going to roll down onto our lower back, mid back, upper back, relaxing your hands down next to you and just walk your feet in towards you. So we're going to open those arms out into a nice wide T position. Lifting your heels off of the mat, squeezing your legs together. We're just going to rock side to side, just creating a little bit of movement through the lower back. Is that the floorboards? Hopefully not your back. And just little rocks side to side. From there, we're going to place the heels back down onto the mat. Relax your hands down next to you. If you feel you need to, if you feel you're a little bit too high up on your mat, then just scoot yourself down just a smidge, just so that you're in the middle of your mat. And we're going to lengthen the fingertips down towards our heels, bracing those abdominal muscles, thinking of our capital Y position. So the rib cage drawing down towards the belly button, the pubic bone zipping up. And we're just going to start with little pelvic tilts. So we inhale, tuck the tailbone, keeping your glutes nice and relaxed, gently pressing our lower back into the mat. And then exhale, release. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, release. Just little tucks. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, release. Making sure that your feet are nice and parallel, and you should have about a fist space between your knees and your ankles. Making sure to think of the shoulder blades lengthening and opening along the mat. Let's do 4 more of these. We inhale, tilt. Exhale, release. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, release. 2 more. And last one. So today, instead of going straight up into our pelvic lift, we're actually going to roll through one side of the body. So we'll start off with our left hip. So we're going to inhale, tuck the tailbone towards us, squishing that little blueberry-sized gap. We're then going to exhale, start to peel your left hip up off of the mats, vertebra by vertebra. When you can't lift that left hip up anymore, bring the right hip up to meet it. And then exhale, we roll down through the spine, upper back, mid back, lower back. We inhale, tilt. Exhale, peeling your left hip up off of the mat, vertebra by vertebra. Bringing the right hip up to meet it. And then exhale, slow and controlled, all the way back down. One last time that side. We inhale, tilt. Exhale, peel the left hip up off of the mat. Coming back to center, lifting that right hip. We're going to go into what I call the Shakira hips. So we're going to drop the left hip down, keeping your knees still, and exhale, lifting the hip up. Dropping the right hip and lift. So if you had to imagine there was a marble on your pelvis, you'd be rolling the marble from hip to hip. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lifting both hips up. We're going to reach both arms up and back. Exhale, reach them back, hovering them just off of the floor, keeping the rib cage nice and contracted. And inhale, bringing them back down. Exhale, reaching up and over. And inhale, back down. Keep engaging those glutes and hamstrings. We reach. And down. 2 more. And down. Last one. We're going to reach the backs of your hands behind you. Try and press them into the floor if you can. And from there, we're going to exhale, roll down, upper back, mid back, lower back. Just enjoying that spinal massage. Bring your hands all the way down next to you. Open them out into that T position. And we lift the heels off of the floor again, just coming into those little rocks, side to side. Hopefully your lower backs are starting to feel a little bit warmer, maybe a little bit looser. Pen's coming to check on us. This is what she normally does in studio, walks around, checks our form, check we're doing everything okay. And we're going to come back to center with those feet. Press your heels down into the mat, bringing your hands down next to you, sliding those fingertips down gently towards your heels. Again, bracing those abdominal muscles. And from there, we inhale, tuck the tailbone towards you. We're going to exhale, start to peel your right hip up off of the mat, vertebra by vertebra. When you can't go anymore, lift the left hip up to meet it. And then we exhale, slow and controlled, upper back, mid back, lower back. And again, we inhale, tuck. Exhale, peeling the right hip up off of the mat, vertebra by vertebra. Bring the left hip up to meet it. And exhale, slow and controlled, rolling all the way back down. Last one like that, we inhale, tuck. Exhale, lifting the right hip up off of the mat. Bringing the left hip up to meet it. And we go into those Shakira hips, dropping the right hip down and lift. Left hip and lift. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lifting both hips up to the ceiling, we exhale, reach both arms up and back. And inhale, bring them back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale, gently pressing the backs of your hands into the mat. And from there, we exhale, roll down, upper back, mid back, lower back. Again, just enjoying that bit of a spinal massage. Right, we reach those arms down next to us, flattening out the shoulder blades. We brace our abdominal muscles, thinking of that capital Y position, that pubic bone zipping up. And we're just going to come into some single leg toe taps. So we're going to lift the left leg up to tabletop. So just for a modified version, you're going to keep those toe taps underneath you. So almost thinking of your toes tapping a little bit closer towards your glutes. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, you're going to bring your toes towards the edge of your mat and up, and then to make it even more challenging, lifting your arms up to the ceiling. So modified version, hands are down, and you're making that toe tap a little bit smaller. So we inhale, we tap the toes down. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, thinking about that belly button drawing down towards the spine. Inhale, exhale, 2 more. Last one. holding that leg in tabletop, we're going to come into our hip circles. So just opening the leg out and round. These can be relatively big as long as your pelvis stays stable. We've got 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to reverse that movement, opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Modified version, keeping that right knee bent, you're going to extend your left leg up to the ceiling, pointing your toes. Full variation, we're going to extend that right leg out, flexing your toes up to the ceiling. And then again, just for a little bit of extra work in those abs, keep your arms lifted to the ceiling if you're following me. We're going to come into 10 single leg circles, circling that left leg round for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drawing that left knee in towards your chest. If you feel comfortable enough, you can just stretch out your right leg if you had it bent. And we're just going to circle the ankles round, just getting some movement. And circle the opposite direction. You might be like me, snap, crackle, pop in the ankles. And then from there, just straightening that right leg for me, we're going to open the left arm out to the side, slow and controlled, dropping that left knee over the body. And if you can touch the floor, that's great. Just kind of letting that knee go to where it feels comfortable. We're going to hold it here for 3 deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Slowly bringing that leg back to center. Bringing your feet, bending both knees to come in, bracing those abdominal muscles. We're going to lift that right leg up to tabletop to come into our toe taps. Remember, you've got that tray of gin and tonic resting on those shins, so be careful not to let those heels drop. Modified version, keeping your hands relaxed down next to you. Full variation, we're going to lift our arms up to the ceiling. And we inhale, tap the toes out. Exhale, lifting to come back up. Inhale. Exhale. I want you to think about those hip bones drawing closer together, zipping up from your pubic bone to your belly button. Thinking about hollowing out your stomach and the backs of the rib cage, very gently pressing down into the mat. We have 2 more. And last one. Coming into those hip circles, we open the knee, slow and controlled, circling the leg round. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And reverse, opposite direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full variation, we're going to extend that left leg out, flexing your toes up to the ceiling. Modified version, keeping that left leg bent, we extend the right leg up to the ceiling, try and point those toes, coming into our single leg circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse opposite direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to draw the knee in towards our chest. Pull it in nice and tight. Start to circle the ankles round. And opposite direction. And when you feel ready, we're going to slowly bring that right knee up and across the body, opening your right arm out to the side. And we just hold it here for 3 deep breaths, breathing in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Slowly bringing that leg back to center. Just hug both knees in towards your chest and little rocks side to side. How's everybody feeling? Gavin, you okay? Everybody back home? Hopefully you're feeling good. Starting to warm up a little bit. Really focusing on movement and mobility today. Right, we're going to drop those feet back down onto the mat. So we're going to come into what we call sort of like, at the gym you might know it as a dead bug, but we're going to add on to our toe tap series. So we're going to lift the left leg up to tabletop. If you're doing the modified version, you're going to keep your right foot pressed down into the mat. If you're doing the full variation, we're going to lift that right leg up to tabletop, bracing our abdominal muscles. Everybody's going to lift both arms up to the ceiling. And as we inhale, we're going to tap the left foot down, take the right arm back without the ribs flaring, and exhale, come back to center, same side. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Sorry, everybody, there is going to be an ambulance coming past, so I'm really sorry for the loud noise. Just hold it here for a second. And we repeat over to the other side. So we inhale, tap, and exhale, lift. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. And inhale, tap, exhale, lift. If you're following me, keeping your legs in tabletop. If you're following Gavin, both feet pressed down into the mat. We're going to interlace both hands behind our heads, opening our elbows out to the side. If you're following me, don't forget about that tray of gin and tonic resting on those shins. We're bracing our abdominal muscles. And we're going to exhale, lift the head and chest, pressing your breastbone down towards the floor, hollowing out your stomach as much as possible. And exhale, release all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, lifting your head and chest, pressing your breastbone down. Inhale, hold, and exhale, release. So we've got 4 breaths, 4 movements. An inhale to prepare, bracing those abs, thinking of that capital Y position. Exhale, lifting your head and chest. And inhale to hold. Exhale to release. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold, and exhale, release. Last one, inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. We're going to reach our arms next to us. We're going to start to pump those arms up and down and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want, you can extend those legs. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 more, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, and hug those knees in toward your chest, little rocks, side to side. It just wouldn't be a class with me if you didn't have the 100 in it. All right, little rocks side to side. Beautiful, everybody. We're going to start to press our feet down. So modified version, you're going to keep your legs slightly bent. So you can walk your feet out, have those knees slightly bent. Full variation, we're going to stretch our legs all the way out, and we're going to reach our arms back. So modified version, you're going to use the backs of your legs to help you come up. You're going to pull into them with your hands. So you're still going to start with your hands, be next to you. We're going to inhale to prepare. And we're going to exhale, chin to chest, slow and controlled. Start to roll up vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, reaching up and over that imaginary barrel. Coming into that forward fold. And then exhale, coming back to that seated position. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, rolling down vertebra by vertebra, lower back, mid back, upper back. Inhale to prepare, using your breath. I know it sounds silly, but the more you breathe, the easier it's going to be to lift. Inhale, reaching up and over. And exhale, coming back to that seated position, shoulder blades down and back. One last time, we exhale, roll down, lower back, mid back, upper back, inhale, and exhale, rolling all the way up. If you're doing the modified version, I'd like you to straighten your legs, flex your feet, everybody reach forward, coming into our forward fold. And just holding it here for a few seconds, just enjoying that stretch through the lower back, through the backs of the legs, and slowly coming back up to a seated position. Right, we're going to come over onto our hands and knees. Making sure to spread your fingertips out for me, and making sure that your knees are in line with your hips, your wrists are in line with your shoulders. We're going to exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest, and inhale, release. Exhale, rounding through the spine, and inhale, release. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, round, and inhale, release. Exhale, round, inhale, release. One last time. Exhale, round, and inhale, release. We want to make sure that we're coming into that neutral pelvis. So thinking of that tailbone lengthening away, lifting up out of your shoulders, bracing those abdominal muscles, making sure that your upper back is nice and flat. We're going to extend the left leg out, press your toes into the mat for me. Modified version, if you don't want to come up onto your hands, you can come down onto your forearms just to alleviate any pressure onto the wrists. And from there, we're going to exhale, squeeze the glute and hamstring, and lift the leg up, and inhale, tap it down, keeping the foot nice and flexed. Exhale, lift, inhale, tap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep lifting up out of the shoulders, even if you're on your forearms. And 10. We're going to hold it there. We're going to point those toes away. We're going to go into little leg circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up out of those shoulders even more, bracing those abs a little bit more, and being careful not to lean into that right hip. We're going to tap our left foot over to the side, and then tap it up and over that right foot, coming into our semicircle for 10, 9, So it's as if you're lifting up and over something. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, we're going to keep that leg extended. We're going to pop the toes down. Sorry, I said we're going to keep it extended. Changed my mind there. We're going to pop the foot down and we're going to rotate onto that right knee, swiveling round to come up. So modified version, you're staying down onto your forearm, and if you don't want to be completely lifted all the way, you can drop down onto that bottom leg just to alleviate some tension. If you're following me, we're all the way up onto that bottom knee, and we're going to start off with some nice big arm circles. So circling the arm around. 5, 4, just creating some movement through the shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. And let's reverse those circles. 5, 4, kind of feels like you're playing air guitar. 3, 2, and 1. From there, we're going to bring that hand behind our heads. We're going to brace those abdominal muscles, keeping the rib cage contracted. Flex that top foot. We're going to lift the leg and tap it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it up, we're going to point those toes, little leg circles for me for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to drop that foot down, reach your top arm up, and really try and lift up and over that imaginary barrel, just coming into a beautiful side reach. Exhale, release. We're going to pop that left hand back down onto the mat, swivel that right knee back round, lifting up out of those shoulders. This time, everybody's going to come up onto your hands. Modified version, you're not going to lift the leg. You're just going to keep your foot pressed into the mat. So modified version, you're coming down into the press up, just keeping the foot tapped down. And full variation, we're lifting that leg up, extending those toes, and we exhale, come into a press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5, opening those knees nice and wide and pressing back into our rest position. Holding it here for a few deep breaths, breathing in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Once you feel like you've caught your breath, we're going to come back up onto our hands and knees. And you know it, we're going to repeat it all to the other side. Spreading those fingertips out, we're going to come into our cat stretch. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Last one. And release. From there, we're going to come into that neutral pelvis. So thinking of that tailbone tucking under, bracing those abdominal muscles. Modified version, coming down onto your forearms. We're going to extend that right leg out, flexing the toes. We exhale, engage the glutes and hamstring to lift. And tap. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keeping that leg lifted, pointing your toes away. We come into those little leg circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue to lift up out of those shoulders. We tap that right foot out to the side, lift it up and over that left leg for 10, 9. Trying to keep that torso as still as possible. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to flex the toes, press your toes into the mat. Bring your left hand into the middle of your mat, swivel round onto your left knee. If you're doing the modified version, following Gavin, you're going to come all the way down onto your mat. And we're going to come into those arm circles. We're circling the arms around. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse, opposite direction. 5, 4, lifting up out of your shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring that hand behind our heads, lifting up, making sure the rib cage stays contracted, flexing that top foot. We exhale, lift, inhale, lower. 2, 3, looking forward for me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We hold it up there, pointing those toes, coming into leg circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And tapping your toes down onto the mat, we reach that right arm up and over, coming into a nice side stretch. And exhale, release. We're going to bring the hands back down onto the mat, just swivel back around for me. Modified version, we're going to flex your right toes, press them into the mat. Everybody's coming up onto your hands. We inhale to prepare full variation. We're going to lift the leg up. So Gavin, you're just doing the modified version for me, keeping the foot down. Perfect. From there, we exhale, come into that press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And from there, we open the knees nice and wide, pressing back into rest position. Again, we just hold it here, enjoying the stretch through the upper body. If you feel you want a little bit of an extra stretch, you can press your palms together, just release your hands behind your head. And again, we take a nice deep inhale through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. When you feel ready, slowly coming up to a seated position. We're going to come over onto our side and just bending those knees in for me. You're going to slide your bottom arm out in front of you. So just making sure, very importantly, that your hand is in line with your shoulder. Your head is relaxed down onto the mat. And we're trying to make sure that our hips are level. So you've got that blueberry-sized gap just underneath your bottom oblique and the mat. From there, we're going to inhale, slide that top arm forward. And exhale, kind of almost open it out to the side. Now, as we get a little bit warmer, you might be able to open that arm a bit more. And we're going to bring it forward. We slide the arm. So with each exhale, with each slide, you're trying to open that arm a little bit further. Almost get that hand pressing flat down onto the mat. And this just depends on your shoulder flexibility. You might not be able to open that arm very wide. That's perfectly fine. And release. One more time, we exhale, reach forward and open. Follow that hand with your head, and we're going to hold it here for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly bringing that arm back up. We're going to press ourselves up, opening that bottom leg forward, opening the back leg behind us. If this doesn't feel comfortable, just coming into a cross-legged position. And from there, we're going to exhale, just coming up and over into our mermaid stretch. Exhale, circling around. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Before we come over to the other side, we're just going to bring our feet forward about hip distance apart. We're going to reach our arms forward. Gavin's going to show you modified version. You're just going to bend your knees very slightly so that you're right up on those sit bones. We're going to draw the shoulder blades down and back. We inhale, tuck the tailbone under, so we're rounding the lower back just very slightly. Then we're going to exhale, dive forward. So it's not a yoga forward fold where you're trying to get your chest to your thighs. We're trying to reach up and over that imaginary barrel, so really rounding through the spine. Inhale, hold, and exhale, articulating through the spine to come all the way back to that seated position. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, reaching forward. Inhale, hold. And exhale, slow and controlled to come all the way back up. One last time. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, hold. And exhale, slowly coming all the way back up to that seated position. We're going to press our feet together, coming into our butterfly. Opening the knees out to the side. So again, this is going to depend on your flexibility. You might need to move your feet slightly forward. If you do have a cushion at home, that is something you can do as well, is just sit on a cushion, or even better, a yoga block, just to release any tension through the hips. We're going to interlace both hands behind our heads, opening the elbows out to the side. And we're going to inhale, twist towards the left knee. And we're going to do 2 little pulses. 1, 2, back to center. So it goes exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, center, center. Center, center, center. Last set. Center. Try keep that mid back nice and straight and release. Bring your nose down towards your toes, just enjoying that butterfly stretch. And slowly coming back up to a seated position. We're going to repeat those arm openers over to the other side. So we're going to stretch that bottom arm out in front of us, making sure your hand is in line with your shoulder. Top hand over it, and we're going to inhale, reach forward. Exhale, opening out to the side. And remember, there's no right or wrong with this. It's just to stretch out the shoulders. We exhale, reach, and inhale. Reach and open. 2 more. Exhale, reach. Each time trying to slide that arm open a little bit further. 1 last time. Exhale, reach and open. Looking at that back arm, we're just going to hold it here for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, slowly bringing that arm back round. From there, we're going to slowly press ourselves up, opening that bottom leg out in front of you, back leg behind you. We exhale, reach up and over, and release, coming into mermaid. Exhale, reach, and release. One last time, exhale, reach, and release. From there, we're going to press our hands down into our mat. Coming into cat stretch, we exhale round through the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. One last time, exhale, round. And inhale, arch, flexing those toes. We press back into our downward facing dog. We start to pedal through the feet. I'm going to start to walk those feet forward. Walk your hands back, just relaxing those knees, chin to chest. We exhale, slow and controlled, rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, press those palms together, little upper back bend. And exhale, release. And we are finished, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We hope that you've enjoyed our gentle Pilates class today, and we can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.